Hey everyone, it's Joe. So if you haven't recalled lately, my animation file that I was working on recently had been lost. And I had to let everyone know about this Q&A that's going to be coming up. And that's what I'm going to do today. It's to answer questions that probably everyone has been asking me about this channel. And keep in mind, today's questions and answers are all serious about my YouTube channel. So if I joke around, no one would be pleased. Oh, and just to get this over with, the animation software that I use is Adobe Animate CC. And now on to the real questions. Question number 1. What hardware do you use to animate? So as of January 2018, the computer that I use is a Dell Inspiron desktop tower with Intel Core i3, 8GB of RAM, and 1TB of storage, along with a 23-inch Dell monitor. I actually bought it about a week or two ago for $370 for the tower and $180 for the monitor, which is $550 total. And as for the drawing tablet, I used to use a 2-year-old Wacom Intuos small pen tablet, but now I use a medium-sized XP Pen tablet, mainly because it gives me more room to animate on. And the XP Pen is actually my brother's, and I usually borrow from him. You can easily get these pad tablets for less than $100. And finally, the microphone that I use is a USB Blue Yeti microphone. It's a very high quality microphone, and I've been using it for the past month. In fact, that's what I'm using to record this audio right now. However, I don't recommend it to purchase it as a beginner because it costs $120. And I only bought it because I'm serious about making my voice quality better, and I'm already experienced with voice acting the characters. Question number 2. What's your biggest inspiration for starting YouTube? Well, I first developed my drawing passion when I was in the 5th grade to start drawing stick figure cartoons. I wasn't really inspired by animators, but from specific cartoon series I've watched from animators. So the first one of them was a stick figure series from Mondo Media called Stick Figures. And yes, I had to censor it to make this channel advertiser friendly. The second was probably an obvious one, but it was probably Astov Movie. And there were a whole bunch of animation series I've watched on YouTube. But then in 7th grade, I drew new character styles instead of stick figures, which was the bubble people you've seen before. But it's not where you think it came from. It came from a Minecraft animation series called A Noob's Guide to Minecraft. Now, I was in love with Minecraft animations. The series had simple looking characters, but it made me inspired to have a drawing style like it. And that's what really inspired me to draw like them. But what really started my channel was a science project I had to do about the human anatomy, which was halfway through 7th grade. And I chose to do a video or an animation about it. And people seemed to like it for some reason. And then later I thought, wait a minute, if people seem to like my cartoons, then I should actually make more of these and show it to everyone online. And that's the short story of how my YouTube channel started on December 20th, 2015. Question number 3. Why did you name your channel Kabloosh? When I first started creating my channel, I thought to pick an explosion name for my channel because, well, explosions are awesome for crying out loud. So I took the word kaboosh, put the letter L in between, and then you get Kabloosh. Although it's sad I didn't invent the name first. When I picked that name, it was the first ever username that sounds awesome to me, and I could actually use it for a long time. And I'm still proud of it today. Oh, and also the awesome Kabloosh mascot that I designed 8 months later was actually inspired by the bomb-oms from Super Mario. I played a lot of Mario. Question number 4. Why are you a stick figure? Well, remember that I started drawing the bubble people in the 7th grade, and that's why I used to animate my characters for the first 6 months of my oldest cartoon shorts. But then I decided to just scrap the bubble people and just stick to the good old simple stick figures, starting with the party foul animation that I made, which finally gave me my first few subscribers. Plus, they're so much easier to draw and animate. Question number 5. Why does your character have a red scarf? It was just a simple design that I made without too much thought, where I could just draw a simple looking scarf on my character that's cool and easy to recognize as myself. Plus, it's awesome to look at when the wind blows. Question number 6. Is there any other things you could draw other than stick figures? Well, of course, there's also simple looking animals that I've put in my animations really. Some animals like snakes and bears are easy to draw because they're less complex, but the more complex ones are one of the hardest to even draw. And I know the two don't mix entirely with the same style, but it's cool to put them together once in a while. Question number 7. What's the animation you're most proud of? So far, as of January 2018, it would honestly have to be the really dumb, stupid, idiotic battle plan. Now, I know you're gonna disagree with me right here, but it was the first animation that I could actually be proud of and not have to be too embarrassed to look at, really. It's simple and short and awesome to look at today, really. Question number 8. Why did you stop your Keychain Axis series? January 2017 was a time where I made a game and where I got interested into game design to talk about simple features in video games, which I was inspired inspired by Mark Brown and extra credits. But then later on, I realized that I wasn't really doing any research. Even the last one I didn't have the research complete. Combine the fact that I didn't seem to enjoy the series anymore, and I started to focus solely on stick figure animations, just for now. Question number 9. How do you animate, and is there any tips to make them? Well, the first thing I do is obviously write the script, then doing the voices myself or just hiring a voice actor at some point, and then I use Adobe Animate to animate all my videos. I usually design the backgrounds first, so then that way I can place the characters. And I use 3 techniques for animating these characters: rotation/motions, skewing, or frame by frame. Now, the first one is the most common that I use to move an arm or to do other simple actions with the characters. The second one is good for impacts or really quick simple actions. And the third one is good for actual movements like walking or running. And as for the lip sync, I just switch the mouse with the ones I've already created, which does make them look constant. And the biggest tip that I would give out is to keep your animations simple and short, just so you can stay consistent and have to deal with less headaches.